الأبصار وضيائها. اللهم صل وسلم وبارك وتحنن وتمنن على الحبيب المصطفى بقدر ذرات التراب والرمل والحصى وجريان الماء والهواء، نحمده ونستعين به إلى أن نلقاه وهو راض عنا غير غضبان. الحمد لله، الحمد لله الذي يجمعنا وإياكم في هذا المكان المبارك الطاهر الشريف، الذي ندعو الله سبحانه وتعالى فيه أن يجعل تجمعنا هذا تجمعا مباركا مرحوما مرزوقا مغفورا، وتفرقنا من بعده تفرقا مرحوما إن شاء الله. In the starting of my speech, Alhamdulillah, in the blessing days in this month, starting reading, MashaAllah, Dr. Shamim Al-Qadiri, the holy surah from the Quran Al-Kareem, and the same ayah, وَالضُّحَى, in the end, وَأَمَّا بِنِعْمَةِ رَبِّكَ فَحَدِّثْ. What have Allah have given to you, you have to show. Because the Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, they will give different, the human, not all the same equals, as a test for everybody. Let's go more little far, because we don't want to spend much time just to explain how. From the Holy Quran again, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has choosing the prophets. The father of the prophet, Sayyidina Ibrahim alayhi salam. But he have brothers, but he chose him. To be the prophet, he sent a message for the peace, for belief, for iman, for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Then from his descendants, they choose two prophets from his awlad. He was have only two sons, so they choose both of them, Sayyidina Ishaq, Sayyidina Ismail and Sayyidina Ishaq. And both of them, they are mentioned in the Holy of the Quran. Then from the Dhurriya, the Nasr, descended of the Sayyidina Ishaq, choosing the Sayyidina Yaqub alayhi salam. But they have a lot of brothers, but it was choosing for them. From the Sayyidina Yaqub, also they choosing the other prophet is Sayyidina Yusuf. But they have a lot of brothers, but they choose. Never mind the ages, elders or youngers, but it was choosing. This now I'm coming to you what is the mean in the Tasawwuf. Even the Murid of the Shaykh Abdul Qadir Al-Gaylani, he has choosing. You understand? How? Sayyidina Yusuf alayhi salam, let's go from the down. Sayyidina Yusuf, he have seen the dream. In the dream, he said to his father, who is his father? Sayyidina Yaqub. In the Holy Quran say, Ya abiti, inni ra'aytu ahada ashara kawkaban wa ra'aytu ash-shamsa wal qamara liya sajidin. He went to his father. He said, my father, I have seen the dream. My dream is, I have seen the 11 stars. And the sun and the moon, they are doing sajda for me. The 11 stars with the sun and the moon, they are doing sajda for me. And he want the meaning. But Sayyidina Yaqub alayhi salam say to his son, please my son, don't tell your brother about this dream. He said, why? He said, maybe there would be some trouble to you. But Sayyidina Yaqub alayhi salam, he's understand Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has choosing his son to be a prophet after him. But he's still alive. There what he have done? He take the cloth. That cloth he have received from his father Ishaq, and Sayyidina Ishaq he have received in the cloth from Sayyidina Ibrahim alayhi salam. Which is that cloth? the cloth Sayyidina Ibrahim alayhi salam, he was used that cloth when he is inside the fire, the nar Namrud, fire of Namrud. He was choosing that cloth. That Namrud he have arranged about 40 days. They say 100 meters you cannot be near without fire, but Sayyidina Ibrahim alayhi salam, he was inside that fire and he's saying, I feel a cold. And that cloth he was using. Sayyidina Ibrahim alayhi salam, when they went out, like nobody touched that cloth. White with a silver. So he take the cloth, he gives to the Sayyidina Ishaq, Sayyidina Ishaq he gives to the Sayyidina Yaqub, Sayyidina Yaqub gives to the Sayyidina Yusuf alayhi salam. It is very long story in the Quran when he became blind and crying about his son, two sons, Sayyidina Yusuf and Sayyidina Binyamin. By his hand, he was in the Egypt sea. His brother, they want to make a trouble to him. But Allah, He have arranged his nasib in this life and his result. Then from down, he became like a prime minister of Egypt. After Pharaoh, he was the second. Even the Pharaoh, he started to believe for Sayyidina Yusuf and he started to believe for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Because of the blessing of the Yusuf, then what's happened? When his brother come to him, Sayyidina Yaqub alayhi salam, he was blind in that time. But he said to his elder brother, please take this the cloth and send to my father. And my father, he will become open eyes. He will start to see everything again. He will not be anymore blind. He said, how? He said, because that's a cloth, it is the blessing, the cloth belong to the Sayyidina Ibrahim alayhi salam. Cloth, it was too far. Sayyidina Ibrahim, he was sitting outside. He started to smell. Which smell? The perfume smell of the Sayyidina Yusuf alayhi salam through the cloth of Sayyidina Ibrahim alayhi salam. And he said, I know my son Yusuf is alive and I know he is near now with me. So his son, the elder, come and they say, this is the cloth. And this is the witness, the cloth of Sayyidina Ibrahim I have received from Sayyidina Yusuf. So he understands what is the message. When he put that cloth to his eyes, that cloth touched the face of Sayyidina Yaqub alayhi salam, his eyes immediately start open and he start to see better than before. Because of the blessing that cloth have received from Sayyidina Ibrahim to Sayyidina Ishaq to Sayyidina Yaqub to Sayyidina Yusuf alayhi salam, the younger one. You have a lot of brothers, but the younger one. But same thing happened with Sayyidina Yusuf alayhi salam. There is one woman, she is very famous, his name is Zulaykha in the Holy Quran. She used to love him and she made a lot of trouble to him. And he was inside the jail more than 11 years. 11 to 12 years. She's older than him, double age. Meaning his age now 40, her age now 90. 91, old, naughty, she become blind, nothing, white hair, but still she loved him. And she was searching about him. The same day, Sayyidina Yusuf alayhi salam, he was sitting with the Pharaoh to do a judgment for the religious people that time about what they call priest. They judged them for that priest. His wife, Sayyidina Yusuf's wife, she came and she said, why you have left that woman in the front of the Pharaoh? So Pharaoh, he liked the story, but he knows already about Zulaykha. She came inside, she was very old, she was blind, she cannot see. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala sent Jibreel alayhi salam to the Sayyidina Yusuf and he said, now you have to make this Zulaykha your wife. So he tell, how will she become your wife? She's a very old woman and you are still young. He said, don't worry. First I will open her eyes. He take his shawl, he was using shawls, he take that shawl, put to her face, take shawl out. She start to see again and she say thank you for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. She start to say thank you for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala have opened her eyes. Then how she will marry her? Same cloth, same shawl for Sayyidina Yusuf he put to the body of that woman and both together they made sajda to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. When they finish the sajda, she become beautiful and younger than before. But before this, there was agreement between him and that priest. This priest. They said maybe she was not blind. They say, what about if I will make her now younger? They say, I believe if somebody will be, he's die in the grave and he will become alive, but I will not believe for this woman she become young. They say, if she become young, he said, okay, if she will become young, I will believe about you now. Not me, all my followers. So after this, when they have seen everything happen by the blessing of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala through Sayyidina Yusuf, and by the blessing of the shal have used Sayyidina Yusuf alayhi salam have touched his body. All these believers in the tasawwuf, there is too many things. All this because they have a touch. They have a touch and they have a relations. Even that cloth. Now Sayyidina Shaykh Abdul Qadir Al-Gaylani always when he was talking, even in his qasida Ghawthiyah, he was talking to advise his murid. He said, Muridi la takhaf Allahu Rabbi. Muridi qatilun fa inni azum qatilun inda al-qital. So always Sayyidina Shaykh Abdul Qadir, he asks his murid, because he have all that blessing again from the same circle. From the side of the awliya and al-anbiya. And Sayyidina Ibrahim alayhi salam, he was the father of the Prophet and he have to give. But now it was choosing, we say. What is the mean? A lot of brother, a lot of son, but that choose that one. But his brother also, they want to be, they will become maybe angry enemy, but it was choosing. This time it is his time. His time, it is his time, and he have a duty to distribute for the believer and the iman. The Sayyidina Shaykh Abdul Qadir Al-Gaylani, he have a brother, but it was choose for him to be Sultan al-Awliya. To distribute about the tasawwuf, about the belief, about spiritual, for all the awliya and the salihin, not for the followers, the awliya and the salihin, because in the time of the Sayyidina Shaykh Abdul Qadir Al-Gaylani, a lot of awliya and the salihin, they used to come to the Sayyidina Shaykh Abdul Qadir Al-Gaylani to have a blessing from him. In India, even Ajmer, Khaja Mu'inuddin Chishti Rahmatullah Alayh. These days, yesterday, I think some of Burzug, he have passed from the India Barelwi. His father, he's the grandfather, his name is Rida, Akhtar Rida, Ahmad Rida Barelwi Rahmatullah Alayh. He used to say, and he's writing in his book, if I will see the dog, and I will come to know that dog, he's come from Baghdad. From Baghdad, I will stand up, because that dog, he's come from Baghdad. But if I will know that dog is come from Baghdad and from the shrine and the darbar of the Sultan al-Awliya, Sayyiduna Shaykh Abdul Qadir Al-Gaylani, I will not enough stand up, but I will go to him and I will kiss that dog. Because he is come from the shrine and from the place and of the awliya and the salihin. The awliya and the salihin, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala have made them that connection for you, to guide you, to advise you, and to show. And when you will be touched with the salihin and the awliya, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, always they will be There will be prophet, but everybody they are hurry. You want to see now. But Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala house, they're not built in one day through Sayyidina Ibrahim and Sayyidina Ismail, but take a lot of months, maybe 8 years. So you have to wait, test your patience, think about tomorrow, don't think about yesterday and today. We are waiting for tomorrow, maybe today Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala have written bigger thing. The same what have written for Sayyidina Yusuf alayhi salam. He was patient in the jail more than 12 years. He had very bad time, but in the end he became the prime minister. And all his brothers come to him for some food and the water. That time they want to kill him, they want to finish him. Sayyidina Ibrahim, he was in the fire, but nothing happened to him because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala have choose him. Choose him, awliya has choosing, the murideen have choosing. So the murid of Sayyidina Shaykh Al-Gaylani and murid Sadiq, because murid, there is two types in the murid. The important things, al-murid al-sadiq, they have two things. First thing, zahiri, second thing called batini. For outside and for the inside. Outside, you have to remember what is the respect and the adab, because the respect and the adab and the zuhud, it is the meaning at tasawwuf ila Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Respect, adab through your shaykh, your advisor and your master and your imam. Second thing, that is batini, that is called spirituality, what you have received and other murid they don't have received. But you want to show. Sometimes if I want to pray, oh, I have to show all the murideen praying 4 times, 8 times, this, that, the sunnah, the nawafil, everything. But Sayyidina Shaykh Abdul Qadir, he used to have his separate room. He used to go there and he used to pray and nobody see him what he's praying. This is the biggest because you have the spirituality now more with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, because you have kept your connection direct with Allah. Outside is still direct, but somebody, Ana, Jana, watching you, your mind. Why he have to choose alone? Because he want to give 100% khushu' ila Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Your prayer, 100%. What about 99% still? Now everybody praying these days. In his prayer, he's remember too many things. My car, my children, my house, I have to go there, and you are inside your prayer. So where is the khushu'? So meaning, the spiritual, the iman, it is little bit less. I have to change my place. I have to solve my problem. How I will solve? To make my iman again strong. How I will make my iman again strong? I have to choose too many ways to make my iman strong. And always, we are talking about this. But remember, today in these days, when we always, a lot of people come now from Luton, from London, from different Birmingham like this. Even Haji Hanif, he's doing the life, but he have operation. I phone him, Haji Hanif, how are you? Okay? He said, I'm okay. Are you coming tomorrow? He said, I can't leave your feet. Right or wrong? This is the issue, not between me and him. He don't have to mention to everybody, but I know Haji Hanif, he will come. And he have a duty, even he is in the operations. Even he's in the operation, because they have Murid al-Sadiq for 2 faces. There is 1 face and there is 100 faces. But Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give us only 1 face. Why I have to be 100? Today I say Qari Sahib, okay. Tomorrow I say for Hafiz Sahib is not okay. Meaning I have to change my face. And this is not in the tasawwuf, and this is not in the tariqah of the Shaykh and Murid. I'm sure when I give too many people have understand what I want to mean. So it was choosing. The place we are here, also it was choosing. Every single person sitting in this place now is here, also it was choosing. But till now, I have to say again and again, but the heart to everybody, they are different to the heart second one. The heart, it is different. But we pray for him, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, to make all the believer and the follower the khalis heart, clean, pure heart, inshallah. وآخر دعوانا أن الحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على خاتم الأنبياء والمرسلين. We'll start the dhikr now. اللهم صل على سيدنا ومولانا محمد